You know at the beginning of the New Year's song where it says, "To all acquaintance we forgot"? Yeah, these are acquaintances that should remain forgot. Yo, it's the Black Anime Guy, and I return again with a new movie review. It's been a while since I've done one of this, and I just have a wrong look when it comes to me going back to doing like a movie or anime review. I always start off less than average. And by less than average, I'm talking about New Year's Eve. Now, I'm not going to rant about this movie because, first of all, I already knew what I was getting into. I'm basically watching Valentine's Day in New York City on New Year's Eve. And that's basically what this movie is. The basic premise is it follows a bunch of people's lives and their stories on this one day, New Year's Eve. A magical time where you forget the troubles of the world and just find that one person that you want to kiss on New Year's. And blah, 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 blah ensues. So I went to watch this movie with my friend Liz. Shout out to my girl Liz. I don't know why you forced me to watch this movie, but okay. And like I said, I'm not going to rant about a movie that I already knew going in wasn't going to be great, or at least average. It was below average. Not bad, just it wasn't good. Now, I will give the movie one thing, and that is that it got me excited to want to go to New York City on New Year's, just to experience how it is, you know, the big ball falling down, and all the noise and confetti flying over the place. I want to actually go and have that type of experience. Now let's get into the pros of this movie. Now this movie had a few pros, mostly dealing with characters and the story. One thing I really liked was there were 3 stories and 6 characters that I sort of kind of liked. The first one being Robert De Niro's story about the old man. I really liked this story and I felt really connected to it, like it just struck me right here. The second story that I really enjoyed was the Leah, Michele, and Ashton Kutcher story. I thought that was very interesting. You know, these are 2 different characters. Just they find a connection on this one night, and I actually really enjoyed to see their characters develop and the story being unfolded. And the third one, and this might surprise a few people, it even surprised me, was the Michelle Pfeiffer and Zac Efron story. And to add a bigger shock to that, I actually like Zac Efron's character. Oh, I never thought I would say that ever. But yeah, Zac Efron's character was just that guy who wanted to go out there and have fun, and he wants to make sure that everyone else has fun. He doesn't want people to be like all droopy and just walking through life bored. He wants to make sure that you have fun and he's having fun with you. He's that kind of guy, the guy you just want to be. And I really enjoyed the story where he's trying to help this really tight-wounded girl who can't really express herself, can't really open up and do what she really wants to do in life, and just help this girl just accomplish all of her New Year's resolution from last year before the New Year's comes up. And the third thing that I really liked about this movie was at the end where they were doing all these blooper reels. That was funnier than the entire movie. Granted, the movie had a few chuckles, but at the end, really, at the end is where all of it just spewed out. All the comedy came out. It's kind of funny. Cary Elwes started off this year as a doctor in a movie in No Strings Attached, and he ended this year with New Year's Eve playing a doctor again. And he was with Ashton Kutcher in all of those movies. Coincidence? And Yardley Smith was in this movie. You don't know how much of a Lisa Simpson fan I really am. To see her in this movie, it was a treat and I really enjoyed it. Now to get into some of the problems I had with this film. The main problem I had with this film is that New Year's Eve is supposed to be this festive and enjoyable time where you bring about the new year in a very enjoyable and happy fashion. But this movie is so melodramatic to the point where it just kills the festive feeling of New Year's Eve. Second big problem was that there are too many annoying characters, and I mean annoying. The girl from Modern Family is in this movie, the hot Latina chick. My God. Every time she came on the scene, I just wanted to shoot myself in the head. She is so annoying and she's so persistent to try to hump Bon Jovi. Speaking of Bon Jovi, whenever he came on the scene, I just was waiting for him to say, sadly, he never sang nor said that line in this movie. yeah, there were just so many annoying characters that at some point, I just gave up in trying to follow all of the stories. I just stuck to the three that I really liked. And the last problem I had was that there was this character who was going to meet this girl at a certain spot. I'm not going to say who or why, but the girl that he ends up with, I just went, what? Even my friend Liz was like, that just killed the movie for me. It killed the movie for me too. I was just like, what? Her? Oh my god. Overall, I didn't expect anything great from New Year's Eve. In fact, I was expecting something worse. But it was not terribly bad. It was not terrifically good. It was just, I will say that it was better than Valentine's Day in some sort of way, but putting a comparison between this movie and Valentine's Day is like putting a comparison between what Twilight movie you like. There's no point. Both of them are terrible. So that's why I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 5 stars. It is only worth watching on Blu-ray and DVD. Anyway, what did you guys think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was a bit melodramatic like I did? And what is your New Year's resolution, by the way? Comment below and let me know. Anyway, I'm the Black Anime Guy, bridging the gap between movies and anime reviews. Till then, peace, YouTube.